behind the curtain, we've just started this podcast again because I had a tech issue, and I feel like I had set a.
You say you had a tech issue. That makes it sound like it wasn't your fault.
Listen, I tried.
That sounds like it's an issue that happened to you.
With a positive outlook and a sunny demeanour.
She literally started the previous recording that's going to be lost to the annals of time. She just went, yay! And now listen.
That's the only time we've ever had a positive, and not just a heavy sigh to start the podcast.
Well, now you should see what happens when that happens. Everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
So you need to start with the correct energy,
Lesson
which
learned.
is
Never
awful.
Be happy. Never.
And
think
BT,
positively.
I have got raging PMT, so I found this whole thing extremely trying.
Shit. I'm so sorry.
I can tell from the tone of her voice.
Yeah.
As soon as she came on the pod, I could tell. Now, what I'm going to say is that's come around very fast. I feel like we've only just dealt with that.
Yeah.
We?
Yeah, we.
No, what you're thinking of is the virus last week.
No.
And that
Am
toxic
I?
energy.
No, I feel like.
What do you mean, we?
Yeah, it's come round
It's
fast.
come round fast.
It's
Have you
come
checked how
around-
long
This
your
month's
cycle
come
is?
round fast. Hashtag pray for Dan.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
This
no.
is not helping.
This
Come
is.
on.
no.
This is
Oh
not
yeah,
helping.
feel sorry
No,
for the
sorry,
man.
Sorry.
You're a snake. You're a little fucking snake. Do you know what you're being? You're being one of those girls that I'm not like the other girls. I'm a cool girl. Yeah.
Nothing
Sorry about your
happened, like,
mad.
nothing-
Sorry about your mental wife.
Yeah, she's hysterical. I'm really kooky and cool.
Awful.
No, Rose, sorry. I will give you sympathy. I have been feeling the rage of late. And I'm sorry. I hope you're okay.
Thank you. It's worse after having a baby. Just another one of the catalogue of the changes that you go through.
Yes.
It is. They don't tell you that.
Yeah.
You just have to learn that for yourself. Well, we're telling you.
Yeah.
We're telling you now.
Yeah.
No, we're not medical doctors.
No.
Theme of the
What
pod.
do you mean, Camille? We're allowed to... Yeah, but we're speaking from our own personal experience. We're not going to get sued by someone being like, birthday girl said to me that PMT gets worse and they're not medical doctors. Lawsuit.
This podcast could be prescribed as what do you call?
Postpartum.
No, to stop you
Depression.
having sex. What's that called? Contraceptive.
Oh, contraceptive.
Oh yeah.
Listen to
Camille, did
that.
you just say postpartum depression? This podcast
Yeah.
can be prescribed. Oh, do you mean to help with it?
I mean like to help. Yeah, to
I don't
be
think
like.
this is
funny you should
this
say
would
that
not
because
help.
we actually did get a message about that.
Oh, yeah.
Shall I read it out
We
now?
did.
Please.
I think that's what made me think of it.
read it out.
Oh, another message. I feel like we've had another message before about that.
People can message about the same thing, Camille.
Yeah,
Before
I'm
you
not
start
saying they
taking that
can't.
tone.
Ew.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Listen,
Oh.
okay, girls. Come on.
Don't girls
Stop
us.
fighting.
Oh,
Awful.
she will not be told.
Right, we've had a lovely message from Charlotte
Please.
McDernan, full name.
Lovely name. Legend. Oh, it's not
Legend.
legend, but still
But,
legend.
you know, legend still.
Yeah,
Legend.
yeah.
Yeah.
She messages, "Hi birthday girlies. After this week's BonCon chat, can Camille please... Oh yeah, question first. Can Camille please let me know the brand of maternity bra she was saying was great? Value,
Yeah.
sorry, is great value. As I'm 35 weeks pregnant and no clue where to start. I was going to pull a Rose and just buy cheapy ones, but I should probably treat my boobs as if they're really going to go through it soon, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've got one on now.
Go on.
Seraphine.
Oh, okay.
Seraphine.
And those are pretty.
I've got it on now.
but
Look,
Camille,
it's-
I feel like
it's
that's
cloth-
a brand rather than...
It's a maternity bra. Oh, she's gone.
Oh.
She's back. It's well, it might be a brand. They're all brands. What do you mean? What's the other one that's really good? While she's weaseling, shall I grab it?
Yeah, do it.
Got it right here on my bed.
You're right, Rose. Can you hear us? Oh, she's muted. Why is she muted?
What the gog?
I can't hear
Peek
you.
behind the curtain. We're still getting used to using Riverside
Yeah.
instead of
sake, I don't know
Zoom.
what to
Oh, there
do.
you are. Yeah, we can.
you hear me?
We got you.
Yeah.
You were muted before for some
Got
reason.
you.
I can't hear you,
Oh.
and basically I think my mic's
Oh.
cut out, but now it's like, do I sound underwater?
No.
Sound normal?
Shaking head. Yes.
Okay, let me just... I don't know why I can't hear you.
Click on the. This isn't going to help. She can't hear us. The speaker, what? The speaker.
I hear you.
Are your headphones selected on the menu down there?
BT, I can't understand what you're saying.
Okay. Right, I'll message you.
It's the correct speaker is selected.
Oh, right. That's what I was saying.
Hell, I hate this fucking thing.
Yeah.
I
PMT's
don't know what to do.
What's happened? Sorry, I don't understand. She sounds
just
fine
can't
and
hear
looks
us.
fine.
She can't hear us.
Well, she can't hear us. E. E.
Hang on.
Just don't know what to say.
I don't know what to do. Like, is her volume up on a computer? I don't know.
But why would it be fine and then suddenly not?
Okay, I've just disconnected my headphones and reconnected them. I think I can hear you.
Oh,
again.
yes.
So I need to start an Audacity fucking thing. Oh, I don't know if it's like the cable in my mic or something.
Nightmare.
What a nightmare.
Oh, it won't let me export
Teeth
that
are really
Audacity.
A neat mirror.
It won't let me export that Audacity. What do I...
Why?
It's like greyed out.
Have you stopped it? Is it definitely stopped?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it stopped itself, but it was,
Right, yeah, still.
Oh, God almighty.
Things are sent to try you on your period.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
It's funny, isn't it? That, like, rising panic when you're trying to complete a task. The stress is, you can't stop it from ramping up.
Yeah, right. Oh, error code. Good. Perfect.
Good, perfect.
Okay, I'm recording again.
So what was this other brand, Camille? She's got it on her sofa. I mean, not her sofa, her bed.
So, yeah, one I've got on now is more like a clothy one. It's like comfy T-shirt, clothy. Seraphine, those are. And then this other one, it's a bit more sturdy, but still clothy. But kind of more like a shiny one, and that is Bravado.
Oh.
And
Right, now I've got something to say about those because I was recommended those by
Bravados?
you and someone else did not work
Right.
for me at all.
Pourquoi?
So I would say...
Which bit of it? Which bit of it didn't
my
work?
boobs too big. They just didn't... It wasn't good. It made them look like weird, sort of... like Muller corners.
Oh, really? Maybe
Yeah,
you got the
so-
wrong size. Or maybe
No,
they
it was
didn't
the
have,
right-
they just didn't...
It was the right size. It's just that,
just didn't work
a
for
bra
you.
that works for somebody might not work for somebody else.
Yeah.
But by all means, give Bravado a go.
Yeah.
I
think she's not talking into
she's
her
gone into
microphone.
a cupboard and now we're sort of
Can't hear her.
on the clock and she's just rifling through her clothes off microphone.
I would say
I'll send you a message,
Yeah.
Charlotte McDernan. I'll send you a message because I've got something else to recommend
Yeah.
you at a top.
top tips, cloth,
Yeah.
breathable.
Make sure that the material touching your boobs is cotton.
Yes.
Even if it's got a shiny outer, you want cotton against your skin, in my opinion, to help with wicking away, sweat, milk, whatever.
Also, a handy tip, if you have a hairband on your wrist and you change it every time you feed from that boob, so you remember the boob you last fed out of.
Yeah, that's a really good idea,
handy
because I
tip.
wouldn't do that and
That's
I
a
would
good
forget, and then you get a
tip.
fucking
Yeah.
tit that's about to explode.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't pass that tip on to you guys.
Do you know what, BT? I did
hairband
read that
tip,
tip
that's
and just
great.
couldn't be asked.
Right, yeah.
I did a thing where I had a bowl of sweets, something that you like to, a bowl of M&Ms or whatever. And each time I did a breastfeed, I ate an M&M. I knew how many M&Ms were in the bowl. And then each time I did a breastfeed, I ate an M&M. And then I would know how many times I breastfed in the day.
That seems like a much more labour-intensive way of doing things.
That's quite mental.
Also, why do you
I
need to know
just-
how many times you've breastfed during the
Yeah,
day?
and it could be like different lengths. That's no way of telling exactly how.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember what the reasoning behind it was. My lactation consultant told me about it. It was early doors. I can't remember why. I think I was worried I wasn't doing it enough, or I can't remember.
Yeah.
And she was like, as long as you do it this many times in a day, don't worry. So she was like, I think I put like 10 M&Ms in a bowl. She was like, in a 24-hour period, as long as you do that, that's fine. Or something
And
like
I
that.
tell you now, if you think 10 M&Ms are lasting a 24-hour period when you've just had a baby, you're fucking mental.
Yeah.
I was eating handfuls of those fucking things at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was going to say 10 M&Ms is one handful for me.
But that shows
Yeah.
how steamy as Camille is, she can do that. BT and I would be like, I've eaten them all, but I've only done one breastfeed.
No, I wouldn't only eat those. I could eat other M&Ms. That was just so I knew how many times I breastfed in the day.
Right,
That's my special bowl.
I would just forget to eat the
Your
from the
special bowl, okay.
That's what.
Let me finish the message. 'Cause we've not even started
sorry.
the pod proper.
Sorry.
We've gone in
She
hard
says-
on the bra recommendations.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
listen, this is what people come here for.
Yeah.
Is it?
Is
No.
it? No.
I would also recommend the website Hot Milk. They do some
Yes.
nice maternity bras.
I did recommend them to you, Rose, and that's where
Yeah.
I'm saying I got those tops from. Okay, they're these strappy tops, very supportive, and they're also maternity tops. Loved them.
Oh, I love a breastfeeding strappy top. So
Oh,
versatile.
see, my thing is, I think you don't need them. I think breastfeeding clothes are a scam. Any clothes is a breastfeeding clothes if you just pull it down and whip your tit out or pull it
See,
up.
again, depending on your boob size, I would wear those really supportive, strappy tops without a bra.
Oh, then you are having an absolute fucking laugh if you think I could have done that. Are you joking? Did you see
So-
the size of my knockers? I would have been literally slapping milk, slop, everywhere I was going.
I couldn't. I had some of my friends were taking out the pads in like month 2, and I was like,
I was wearing them for almost a year.
yeah. Every time I took them out, slop.
And I remember, Camille, you saying, I didn't really need to use those. And I was like, are you joking? I would wake up drenched.
Yeah, I wasn't too leaky. But I did wear silver cups, and they were often.
So did
they,
I.
They had a bit. They had milk in
Camille,
them. So.
Camille, I'm having to change the bedclothes.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say? Sorry, my boobs
Sorry.
didn't leak as
Yes,
much as yours.
Sorry, that's what I'd like you to
I
say.
had to like scrub
my
old milk
God.
off the floor because I didn't realise that every time I was getting out of bed, I was
What
just
you
like
doing?
squirting all over the
Oh.
floor.
But anyway, good luck with your final months of pregnancy. You've got all
Yeah,
of this
no,
joy
good.
to come.
Lots of joy to come for
She
you.
says, loving your work as always. Also, sorry, side note, I wouldn't bother getting any maternity bras until your milk has come in because your boobs will get giant. And again, another bit of misinformation for Camille. I remember texting her saying, did your boobs get much bigger once you had the baby? Because I'm thinking about getting maternity bras. She was like, no, not really. So I bought maternity bras and then it was, none of them fit. So another piece of misinformation.
I don't know where all the milk went because my boobs weren't that much bigger. Maybe it was just like in my tummy and then came up, or it was
You
in a
were just
different
an
area.
efficient producer. Just supply and demand.
Right. She says, loving your work as always, but the pod is especially getting me through this pregnancy, keeping me smiling with all your nugs of baby wisdom. Well, hope you've enjoyed the start of this pod.
Aha.
Especially NCT groups just being an expensive way to meet other new parent friends, lol. I'm keeping fingers crossed for an eventual NCT mum trip a la BT in Lisbon.
Yes.
She says, I'll be re-listening to all EPs from the start soon on my mat leave to cheer me up, and in labour, another one, to get my oxytocin.
OMG.
Yes,
As you
another
all feel
birthday
like-
girl's baby.
Yeah, but who will she name it after? As you all feel like mates after 6 years of listening. Bit weird, sorry. Not weird at all.
Not weird.
We
Not weird.
welcome it.
Lovely.
She says, plus, I may as well listen to poo chat to make me feel better about the whole pushing pooping situation when it inevitably happens.
Yes.
Much love, Charlotte.
For
Charlotte,
sure.
didn't happen to me.
Didn't happen to
Didn't
me
happen to
first
me.
time round. Second time
It,
round.
That's Peter who had them wrenched out of us.
Surprisingly, didn't happen to me. I was sick though, very sick.
Camille, I thought you said you pooped in that birthing pool.
I pooped in the birthday
No,
pool.
sicked.
It was me.
BT pooped
Sam
in the
had to
pool.
fish it out with a little fishing net that gave him a little fishing
Right,
net.
Yes,
It
of
was
course.
Poo fishing.
Anyway, quite apt the chat that we've had.
Very.
Because today is a doctors and nurses party, and we've been talking. All the stuff we're talking about is loosely medical related, obviously birthing, postpartum, milk production, etc. And very aptly, I've just come from a trip to the hospital, and also thank you very much, you two. Another bone.
Oh.
Told you
I
about
was
that.
about.
No one's
Rose.
I told you, I've
Rose,
sent you numerous emails saying I might need to be.
Rose.
It depends on my hospital appointment's running late.
Rose.
Not one message from you
Can I
back
jump in?
saying, "Whoa, what's wrong?
I
I hope
just-
you're okay."
Can I just
Too
chip in
fucking
here?
late.
Can I just chip in here? If you give us a moment to talk, I was thinking she's doing a doctors and nurses party. When we're on the pod, because it will be good chat on the pod, I will ask her how the hospital appointment went if she's willing to talk about it. So if you just
I
hold
take
your
it back
horses
about what you said
for
last
one
week
fucking
about
second.
you being on the Patreon content about you being like a nice, caring. You could have, this was weeks. This was a couple of weeks ago. I've told you about this appointment. Not a sniff of a message.
I always feel
the
like
heck?
if you
Right,
want to
so-
tell us what the appointment was about, you should offer up that information. It's not up to me to go.
No,
If
no,
you
no,
said
no.
I've got a hospital
I
appointment, I'd have said, I hope everything's okay.
Right, okay, I hope everything's okay. Yeah, sure. But you
So
were
how
quite
was the
blasé
hospital
about
appointment?
it.
How did it go?
Was I blasé?
You were just like, oh, it'd be fun to talk about on the pod. So I was like, oh, it can't be that bad.
Rose,
Did
do
I?
you always remember to message BT or I if we have appointments? Do you always remember? Can you hand on heart say that you do that?
No, I don't mean that. I mean when I said in the email I've got a hospital appointment. I thought I might get a reply back being like, "Oh, you've got a hospital appointment. I hope you're okay."
You should have,
course.
you should
Yeah,
have
but-
posted a picture
but
of
we
you with like a
knew we'd-
pretend drip. Just
What you know
Yeah.
when those people put like
I'm not gonna make it to
an
the pod,
AirPod in
sorry.
there, they put an AirPod up their nose and then take a photo and send it to their boss, being like, "I'm at the hospital."
Rose, you knew we'd ask you on this pod.
Well, yeah, jokes on you. Because everything's fine.
oh, good.
I've got an
What was it
umbilical
for?
hernia. My hernia. and
Oh
it's
yeah,
fine.
we know about the hernia.
No, no
What are they
further
gonna
action
do?
needed.
Further action
Nothing.
needed.
No further
No
action
further
needed
action needed.
Okay. Sorry.
for the moment.
So it's a really uneventful answer. That makes
Yeah.
great content.
Yeah. Oh, I can go into it. It's
So hang on though, what happens now? You just swan around with a hernia in? You just
yeah.
you don't do anything
you just
about
live with
it?
Live with it.
Wow.
It's called it's a non-returnable because you can't push it all the way back in. And I thought that meant you had to get an operation. No dice. She said only if it's giving you symptoms. If it's not giving you symptoms, we
What
leave it, baby.
symptoms would it give you?
Pain, pain when heavy lifting. What did she say? I wrote a list. She gave me a safety net. Okay, I've got to get back in touch if it gets significantly bigger, if it is painful to press, if the skin changes around it, if I can't open my bowels and I'm vomiting, gotta go to A&E.
Yeah.
That's with anything.
Yeah, I feel like that.
If you
That's-
can't open your
that's
bowels, you're
standard.
vomiting. What?
If you're bleeding
What,
profusely
so can
and you
you
can't
see it?
speak or breathe,
Yeah, get yourself to A&E. Can you see it? Can you is it?
Oh
like-
yeah, you can see it. Let me see if I can. You probably won't be able to see it on here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you see it sticks? That's the hernia.
It doesn't look like it's sticking out. It looks like a dip in. No? Oh no, I'm just looking at your tummy button.
No, that's where it is.
Oh.
But my tummy button sort of looks like an outie.
Move to the left a bit. No, I can't see it.
My tummy button sort of looks like an outie, but I've actually got an innie. That's the vibe.
Right.
Anyway, all good. Riddle me this. What's the weirdest / most embarrassing medical thing you've ever had wrong with you? BT, I know the answer for you, and if you aren't honest, we will be sharing it. But Camille,
Yeah,
would you like to go first?
No, I mean BT's. Let's just have BT's because
just
I don't think
recap.
either of us have anything that beats.
because I have more that I could share. So a couple that I've already mentioned on the pod are, number one, leaving a tampon in.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but
and
go.
having
You
the
need to
lady-
expand on
Yeah,
No,
that.
but
Okay.
tell the story.
Right,
You've got to
retell
tell
the
the
story.
story.
Okay. So I left it.
A trigger warning. if
Trigger
you're
warning,
eating,
please.
probably pop this on
Fast forward by
pause.
about 30 seconds if you're
Or if you're squeamish medical.
easily squeamish.
I mean, if you're squeamish medical, don't listen to this podcast.
Well, yeah. I told this story on the podcast with Helen Bauer. And do you remember I was re-listening to it, getting my nails done when I was pregnant. And the story affected me so much that I had to go lie down in the treatment room because I thought I was going to faint. And Sam had to
So,
come pick
if that's
me
not
up.
a trigger warning, I don't know what is.
So, yeah, just
my
if you're
God.
feeling in that zone,
Queasy.
fast forward. So I had I just had my period. I believed that I had taken out my tampon, but then I was getting a lot of, symptoms. So I went to the doctor and
Symptoms include
no, not
weird
going into
smells.
that.
Okay.
Went
Pain.
to the doctor and she pulled out just the string. and said
blue
the rest of it
string.
must have disintegrated.
Oh my God. Was she having to fish around for a while?
She
or was it
fishing
quite
around,
like...
yeah, she was fishing around.
And is this at the GP, or have you gone?
No, I had gone to a special sexual health clinic because I thought there was something up with me.
Fishy.
Fishy.
Sorry for the.
So yeah, so that's number one.
God.
Number two, obviously, my bowel. Well, no, what's it called? What's it called? Hernia.
Huh?
Not a hernia.
You had a hernia.
No, not a hernia. It's not a hernia. It's a
Hemorrhoid.
And I did have to go to the doctor and have him stick his finger up my bum. For that, so that was bad and embarrassing.
Okay, so can you just talk me through what's the position you're in?
Fetal.
For the hemorrhoid. That makes it worse.
No.
Yeah, it's worse, doesn't it?
Curled up like. That was bad. And also, I did get a really bad rash on my leg once, and it was while I was living with Sam's parents, and no one knew what was wrong. It was during COVID as well, and they had a doctor who lived nearby who came and looked at it sort of from the front door, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it could be like a gangrene infection or something."
Gangrene?
It wasn't gangrene. It was just like an infection, and then we were doing an online quiz with a load of Sam's family friends, and I think Veronica didn't realise that everyone could hear what she was saying, but she was talking to Steph, being like, "Yeah, no, BT's rash, yeah. So he said he thinks it might be gangrenous." So, and then I had to be like, "Can someone tell Veronica that we can hear everything she's saying?" And then just through Zoom, she's like, "Sorry, BT."
Oh no.
What? So she was sort of like saying it to Stefan like it was hot goss.
No, they were just discussing the rash, but
She didn't know everyone on the quiz
everyone
could
on the
hear.
quiz
Yeah.
could hear them discussing my gangrenous leg rash.
Your gangrenous. What was it then?
I don't know. It just sort of went away.
Oh my
But it
God.
was
Weird.
I think it was something called like folliculitis. That's what I think it was.
Oh.
When your hairs are
using,
trying
like,
to come
from
through.
using like a rusty razor on your legs.
Oh yeah.
Aha.
Yeah. I've done that.
Ooh.
Yes, I know. Yes, it's nasty.
Yeah. Yes.
I once dry shaved my legs. Don't know why.
Yeah. Everyone
Oh my
does it
God.
once and then never again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Camille, what's
So
any
painful.
weird or embarrassing
topping
medical episodes?
I mean, we all know I've got a loose bowel, and it's not really something I haven't been to the doctor loads about it, but we know I've shit myself a few times.
Oh, we know.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
But is that
we
that's
know.
not-
Happened on BT's balcony.
But you've never been, embarrassed in a doctor's office,
But the thing is, I don't embarrass easily as
Yeah,
well.
that's
That's the
the thing
thing.
with you.
Things don't embarrass me that much.
Not fetal position finger up bum.
Fetal position finger up bum. I don't think I've had. I mean, when I had to go before I knew I had adenomyosis, and I had to go and be like, getting them to have a little look, but I didn't find that embarrassing. I found it more just.
Yeah, I don't think that's embarrassing.
I do find it anxiety inducing when they have to go up and
yeah.
inside
Ooh.
you. I'm not really embarrassed, but I find it like, as I feel like you're never quite sure how it's going to feel and how it's going to go.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's really painful.
Yeah, and it's mad, isn't it? Like with a smear test, how sometimes I've had them and they've been like, all done, and I'm like, I didn't even notice. And then sometimes I've had them and I'm like in agony, and I'm like, surely there should be some kind of standardisation in the training here so that everyone's doing it the way where you don't notice that it's happened.
Yeah.
I used to find the eczema on my face embarrassing, and that's been coming back recently. Not as embarrassed by it now, but very annoying.
It does.
Again,
you can't
since
notice
I've had
it
a baby
at all.
come
Not that
back.
it would matter. Not that it would matter if you could, but I don't think I've
But
ever
it's
looked
annoying
at
when
it
you've
at all.
got something going on your face.
Your cold sores.
Same
You
story.
don't like those.
No, do not like those, because I feel like you are a bit like, ugh. Rose.
And me, I was racking my brains, but similar to you, Camille, I don't embarrass that easy. So probably the most embarrassing, I've just, I had piles, but I feel like I didn't get examined. I feel like it was post-birth and they were just like, yeah,
yeah.
normal.
I never
the
have been
doctor just
examined
being
for
like,
that.
we're not even going to be worried about. I was constipated for so long after I had a baby, months.
Yeah, I used to get real anxiety about that. Please, because I'm not used to being constipated.
Yeah,
Not used to it at
Your
all.
body goes to shock.
It is.
It's
so
horrible.
yeah, it's horrible. It stresses you out all the time.
Yeah.
And I was constipated for months, and I remember the doctor just being like, "Oh, we don't even bother talking to you about it unless it's been 4 months." And I was like, "That's a
Oh
long
my
time."
god.
But she was right. By that point, it had resolved. So, but I was getting through those things. What are they called? Suppositories. Ugh.
Prunes. I was eating prunes.
Camille, you were telling me
day.
that, and I was like, prunes are not going to do this. This is chronic. I was eating prunes. I'd like Googled all kinds of, like remedies. I was eating kiwi fruit skin. Apparently that's a laxative. I was eating everything. I was eating prunes every day, kiwi fruit skin, everything.
Kiwi fruit skin.
Nothing doing.
That sounds so uncomfortable.
It's weird, isn't it? I don't understand the reasoning of why that happens. Why you get constipated.
I think it's linked to, for me, it was linked to the amount of, it comes back to excess milk, because you're just like chronically dehydrated from all of the liquid that's coming out of you. And I was trying to drink water, but I was so thirsty all the time. It was like I couldn't get enough liquid in me.
Yeah.
I think it is also like the painkillers and all the gas and air or whatever.
Oh yeah, certain painkillers do it. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to play a game. The game is called Diagnosey Parkers. Not bad.
Very good.
A half laugh from Camille there. So this is a weird game that I've made up, where basically we're going to each take it in turns to play doctors and each take it in turns to play patients. And we've all prepared a patient character. And it's the doctor's job. And the patient character that we've actually prepared some real symptoms of an illness. And it's the doctor's job to try and diagnose the actual illness, whilst also trying to remember, being nosy, remember as much stuff as they can about this patient character, which they'll be quizzed on after the appointment. Does it make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, shall I go first as the patient or the doctor?
You be the first patient.
The patient.
Yeah.
You can see. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Beatty, do you want to be the doctor?
Yes, I'll be the doctor. Hi, I'm Dr. Edmondson. So nice to see you. Take a seat.
Thank you very much. Yes. Oh gosh, sorry, a bit dizzy. Finding it difficult. Oh gosh.
A bit dizzy, are you?
Here I am.
A bit dizzy.
Oh, so don't worry. That's just my twin dogs called Boggle and Biggle. Don't worry. Don't mind them. They come with me everywhere.
Okay. We don't usually allow pets in the office, but
yes, they're assistants dogs,
right,
so they must come in.
okay.
Oh gosh, I am sorry. What did you say? What did you say? I feel like I can't hear you very well.
Oh, okay. So you're hearing. So sorry. What was your name?
It's Miss Letitia Postleflossel.
Miss Letitia Postleflossel.
Yeah, and obviously I've got the dogs with me. I've had to leave her twin cats at home.
Okay.
They're that's Siggy and Fag End.
Siggy.
That's my twin cats.
Siggy and Fag End. Okay.
And I've got my twin rats too, called Boggy and Lou.
They're all twins,
okay,
biological twins. That's incredible.
Biological.
Wow.
It's a medical marvel. Nobody can believe it. I live with my sister.
Okay.
And
is she feeling? Is she feeling okay?
She's feeling absolutely fine. She's bedbound.
Okay.
But she's a rocket scientist. So,
right.
Don't let it stop you.
Okay.
Do you need to know what I had for breakfast?
I do.
It was bran flakes, raisins, nuts. Okay. And breakfast yesterday, that was a dozen egg omelette with spam. Okay?
Spam. Okay.
Yes.
And so
any more
symptoms other than the dizziness?
I've been sick.
You've been sick.
The dozen egg, the bran flakes came back up.
Bran flakes came back up.
Dizzy, been sick, hearing
and
loss.
Can you read this sign I'm holding up?
Yes, it says bog off.
Correct.
Oh, that's a bit rude.
Correct. Sorry,
rude.
I know.
A rude sign.
We just like to test the site with something a bit funny, something that'll make you giggle.
So I've been sick 11 times today,
11.
and I've masturbated 14 times.
Okay.
Is that any use?
And have you washed your hands hands at all?
Yes. Oh, yes. I wash my hands all the time because I've got 7 bathrooms, you see, in my house.
7 bathrooms. Ah.
My sister and I share one of them, and the other 6 are for the animals.
Right. Okay. So what I think you've got going on here is high cholesterol. I think, judging by your diet of the eggs and spam, I think you've got high cholesterol and possibly
Does that make
some
you
sort
dizzy?
of viral infection from the cats. I think that is making you dizzy and deaf.
Okay, so that's BT's diagnosis. Well, I can reveal, Doctor, you're wrong, because I'm actually a medical professional myself. And Camille, would you like to have a go? Do you know what I've got?
I think she's got labyrinthitis.
Bingo bango!
Labyrinthitis.
Labyrinthitis.
Haven't you had that,
Of
BT?
course.
I have had that.
Of
I
course.
thought, oh man. I just thought it was the cats threw me off. The cats and the eggs and the spam.
Well, remember, there's going to be lots of information coming at you because part of your job was to try and remember some of that.
I remembered it all, and I applied it all.
Okay, well, here's your quiz questions.
Okay.
I've got some quiz questions to see how well you've remembered it.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
ready?
Okay.
Now, riddle me this, Doctor. What did I have for breakfast yesterday?
A dozen eggs and spam.
A dozen egg omelette and spam, correct. What are my twin rats called?
Oh, Big and Bog.
Not quite. Biggle and
Camille?
Boggle? Biggle
Boggy
and
and
Boggle.
Lou.
Boggy and Lou.
And how many times have I masturbated today?
Fucking hell, 12.
Nope.
No.
14.
Camille! Very good.
I wasn't having to come up with a diagnosis, so I could just truly listen.
Okay, so BT and Camille now. So BT's going to be the patient and Camille's going to be the doctor.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, lovely to see you, Dr. Yuchan here.
Hello.
Who am I
I'd shake
speaking
your
to?
hand, but I can't. Obviously.
Oh no, sorry about
Hello.
that, sir. What's your name again?
Lord Terence Bot Featherhead the Third.
Lord Terence Bot Featherhead the Third, of course. Nice to see
No,
you
Mummy
again.
names me
What's up
Bot
with you
because I had a
today?
lovely Bot when I was born.
Oh,
Bot to all my friends and colleagues.
Okay. Nothing wrong with your Bot today, though, no?
Bot's all fine. Bot's
Okay.
all fine. You know, just a
But
usual
your hand,
slop.
what's going on? Oh, okay. Is it normally sloppy?
Normally sloppy, yes.
So no different there for you then.
My mother used to say, "You eat like
Okay.
a pig," which I do. I sort of put it all in a trough and just go for it.
Oh, and what kind of things are you eating?
Potato peelings.
Okay, a lot of fibre.
Bits of nuts. Things I find
Nuts,
in the bin.
good.
Meat.
Okay. Are you cooked meat?
Cooked meat. Raw
Cooked.
meat.
Okay.
Any meat.
Let's go back to your hand. What's going on with your hand?
It's just all tingly and numb and sort of got a very weak trouble gripping, you see. I'm trying to play Candy Crush, which I play on a regular basis, and I could not pop all the candies. You see, I grew up in a barn in rural Shropshire. And Mummy had what I suppose you would call sort of Teutonia, I suppose. So she would sort of just sit there, staring into the abyss, and me and my seven brothers would run amok.
Okay.
You know, sort of
And has this ever
stealing
happened
apples
before
from
with
the
your
neighbour's
hand?
farm,
still
riding
go.
cows
Yeah.
into the village, you know, leaving little poo-poos for Mummy around the house.
Oh, lucky mummy.
Yes, I once pooed,
That was when you were...
I pooed in her jewellery box on her Dolce & Gabbana necklace. Lost it.
Oh. Was that when you were a little toddler?
When I was,
How old are we talking?
About 12. I'd say 12.
12.
Yes,
Wow.
we were real rascals,
A real
real rapscallions
prankster.
back in the day.
Yes. Bot. Can I get back to your hand? Is it just the one hand
Just the
this
one
is happening
hand.
to, or is it the
It's
other
like-
one?
And I
Just the
would
one
like
hand.
get this one fixed because it is, as I mentioned, my Candy Crush hand. I am
How
on
long has it
level,
been
I'm
like
on
that?
level 90,000, so it's been like this for about 3 weeks, and you know I just can't.
3 weeks.
It's aching, painful, numbling, and I just can't
Okay.
grip anything. I'm trying to pop those little
Okay, I've
candies
got-
up and down, and roll around and make the
Did
man...
anything happen before? But did anything particular? Did anything significant happen before your hand went like this, or was it a gradual thing?
Oh, well, I mean, if I'm honest, the occasional wank.
Yes. Okay. I think I've got an idea what's going on.
Yes?
I think you may have some repetitive strain going on if you the masturbating and the playing the Candy Crush with the same hand regularly in the same position might be causing you some strain in that hand.
Well,
Does that sound
I am actually a
probable,
medical
or?
professional myself, and something
Oh yes.
of a repetitive strain in the hand might also be called carpal tunnel syndrome.
Carpal tunnel. That's what I was going to say.
Carpal
Yes.
tunnel, same thing, same bloody thing. And
Yes.
do you remember my name?
Bot bot
Yes?
is what we call you for
my
short.
friends?
Bot Tougherhead the Third.
Feathers. There was something feathers.
Featherhead. Bot Featherhead the Third.
Lord Terence Bot Featherhead the Third, I'll give that to you.
Lord Terence.
Do you remember how many brothers I had?
Seven
brothers. 7 wives for 7 brothers. And do you remember where I did a poo-poo that made Mummy very sad?
Oh, in her jewelry box, her Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah!
Very good.
Oh, God.
Very good.
I mean, is it good?
I've not. Yeah, that was fun. I'm
losing faith in my game.
No, it's good. It's funny. I'm just thinking I've not written down questions. I've just sort of written some bullet points and then I was going to improv.
I
I've
didn't
realised
write
I've
down
got to
questions
ask.
either. I just made up questions from
You need to
things
like write down.
I need to remember a
the
few
3 facts
things
that that are the ones that we need to remember, and then everything
Okay.
else you can improv.
Let me think, see if I've got any facts here. Hang on a moment.
I did specify this on the email.
She did, yeah. I've just
Three,
reread it.
three
Yeah.
in caps lock. 3 facts about yourself to drop into conversation.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
While she's thinking, Beatty, did you ever consider becoming a doctor?
Do you know what? I think I'd be good with patients, but I am.
Yeah, I think you'd have a good bedside manner.
Not good with blood. Not good with blood. Not good with sort of bodily fluids. Vomit I can handle actually, but poop and any other bodily fluid, and it's snot particularly for me. I can't even handle snot on my kids. I hate snot. Something about snot really makes me gag.
Oh God.
So
Interesting.
and blood. I used to faint a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, a girl at my school who did, I think she eventually did become a doctor, but she was, like, at school she was applying to become a doctor. She would faint every time she saw blood, and I thought, this is madness.
Yeah, something's got to give.
She fainted in biology, even at a video of blood.
Yes. Yeah, I fainted at the Broken Bones video. That was my downfall, as you were.
I'm ready.
I think I Sorry.
She's ready.
Oh, sorry,
I'll
go on.
just-
No, go on.
Dr. Rose.
No, I was just going to say,
Go on.
I think I would make a good doctor in that I'm very good at, like, holding lots of things in my head at once. I feel like if you're a good waitress, similar skills to being a good doctor. But when you're waitressing, you're basically triaging tables.
Yeah.
You're like, who urgently needs me and who can wait a bit?
Yeah.
You know, who's sitting there
That-
with their dessert plates? That's fine. They're not in a rush. Like,
Yeah, I would not want me.
That
in charge of
sounds
an
like the
A&E.
premise. No, but that sounds like the premise of like a shit reality TV show. We got 5 A&E doctors and 5 waitresses at a busy restaurant.
swap
Swap
them.
shifts for the night. Yeah.
and 5
See how they
patients
got
die.
on.
But yeah, I feel like in terms of that, I'd be good. But in terms of, I basically like don't care enough about people to do it. But then equally, I don't not care enough to be like a really good psychopath surgeon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like the doctor I saw in the hospital today, she was so nice, and I was like thinking I couldn't be this nice to some fucking charlatan who's waltzing in her being like, I got a hernia. I'd be like, yeah, all right, love, you're gone, you're fine. She was so nice.
Yeah.
Right, Camille, you ready?
Yeah, okay, I'm ready. So who's
Come
my
in,
doctor?
next patient, please. I'm Dr. Johnson.
Oh, guess what's going on, right? I'm really fucking bloated. I thought I was pregnant, but I can't be because I've not had sex since like 2023. But then I was like, hang on, I can't be even then because I had sex with this guy called Darren and he had a vasectomy. So I couldn't be pregnant anyway.
Right, okay.
But yeah, anyway, I'm really bloated and crampy and like farting like a maniac. And then last week I had this bout of diarrhea, right, which was not pretty because I was like at my mum's, Shelley's, and she'd just got a load of Primark white fluffy towels in and she'd run out of toilet roll. So guess what? I had to use towels. And I was like, don't worry, Mum, they're only from Primark. I'll go down and buy you some more. But she was really pissed off. But that was the diarrhea. But then today I'm like bunged up. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Bloated, crampy, diarrhea, bunged up. And then I was up till about, let's say, 2 a.m. last night, wandering the streets of Manchester Piccadilly because I had been doing a DJ set up in Bolton and then I had to get to Manchester Piccadilly for my friend's birthday and she wanted to go to a foam party and there was nowhere open, so we just wandered around and then we went to Burger King and I had like 5 lots of fries, a couple of Big Macs and then a Tango and a Diet Coke and a bottle of water, and then I was feeling rough and then it all came out and I felt better, and then today I've got like constipation.
Right, okay, sorry, just run me through that order that you what you ate just one more time. You spoke very quickly there. 5 lots of fries.
Five lots of fries, 2 Big Macs and a Tango and a Tango and a Diet Coke and a bottle of water.
Right, okay.
But actually today, you know what? It's not just constipation. I've woken up today and I'm like really tired. Not just because I went to bed, gone too. Just tired. My nails are breaking. My hands are feeling a bit cold.
Oh dear.
Absolute
okay.
nightmare for me because I don't like wearing gloves. Don't want to wear gloves. I won't wear them.
Okay. Have you noticed that the digestive system, the symptoms, are they coming on? Have you noticed
coming and going
pattern with? Yeah, and any pattern with the foods that you're eating in particular?
Rando.
Or just
Completely
random?
rando. Coming and going rando. I eat whatever I want every day. And some days fine, some days weird.
So other than the digestive symptoms and the obviously the hands, you said they're getting cold and you're feeling really tired. Any other symptoms that I should know about?
No, I think that's about... Isn't that enough?
No, I just need to make sure I've got the fullest picture possible so that I can make my diagnosis. Now, I think what's telling me is quite probably, most probably, my diagnosis, I would say straight off the bat, is we'd want to look at IBS, okay?
I think that's a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, we'd want to look at you keeping a food diary, see if we can find any
Oh
patterns
God,
between
food
those
diary.
trigger foods. Right.
I can't even keep a normal diary. I don't know where I'm going next after here. I can't do that. I can't be doing a food diary.
Okay, well,
you'll have to keep that for me. I'll eat something and I'll text you, and then you can write that down.
That's essential. You do understand you texting me is essentially you keeping the diary yourself, so you could just essentially.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's perfect. That'll do me.
Then,
yeah.
Okay. So IBS, is that what we're looking at probably?
Yeah, it's IBS and a little add-on to the IBS.
Raynaud's? No.
Anemia caused by IBS.
Tiredness.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Weak nails.
Okay, when did I last have sex?
2023.
Boom. What's my mum's name?
Sharon. No, that's your actual
Shelley.
mum's name. Shelley.
Yeah.
It's Shelley.
Shelley. And you should get this because you made me do it twice. What was my Burger King order?
5 fries, 2 Big Macs, a Tango, and a Diet Coke and a bottle of water. A Fanta and a Diet Coke and a Tango. Beatty shaking her head.
I can't remember if I said Tango or Fanta now, so
yeah,
you can have
same.
it.
Beatty, look at her. She's so annoyed because she wanted me to get it wrong so she could get it right. So competitive.
I can't turn it off.
And shout out to we probably couldn't. I just really enjoyed that performance.
Yeah,
it's based on someone we know. I think
based on someone we know.
Yeah,
up
fantastic.
in Manchester.
Yeah, we love her.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was a game, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was a game.
It was fun.
I liked it.
Okay,
was fun.
good. I just thought I'd try something a bit different.
Listen.
Time for Legends and Dicks of the Week. BT, do you have any
Patreon legends? Yeah. Yes, we have some Patreon legends to shout out. If you would care to shout them with me.
These are people who've recently signed up to our Patreon. As if you don't know, if you're a new listener, if you sign up to our Patreon, you not only get bonus content, but you also get a shout out by name from us.
And also,
Oh my God.
something new.
And Rose, after your meltdown last week, Beatty's putting the videos up.
I'm putting the videos up. The video, you will get a full
Even
video.
for she's cut out.
She was so proud of herself.
Even for £3 subscribers, get to watch the video.
Yes, they will. Everyone, it's for free for all.
Everyone.
If you pay £3.
Free for all.
Yeah, free for all if you pay us £3 a month.
The people who signed up recently, I'm going to shout them out right now. Let's get a legend for Phoebe Ellis. Legend. Felicity Watts Lynch. Legend. Danielle Scott. Legend. Jennifer Glennon. Legend. Get Anonymous. Naomi. Legend.
She's a spy.
And I do have some messages to read out.
Well, she's given her name, Naomi.
Just
Oh, because she hasn't got the last name.
No
Is that
last
what you
name,
mean?
So keeping it anonymous.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I've got a message from Tom Saunders. He's given us a cringe moment that he wants us to enjoy. Okay, so bear with.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I was a teenager, I was Dandy Dan in a summer school production of Bugsy Malone. We'd already done a few nights of it and had been going well. One night I thought I'd finished my scenes for the half and disappeared back to the dressing room to check on my drawn-on moustache and have a snack. A few minutes later, the director came roaring into the room, grabbed me by the arm and dragged me back down the corridor towards the stage. It turned out there was a scene where I met Fat Sam and gave him some money for something that I'd completely forgotten about.
Camille, it's you all over again.
I've been there, Tom.
Sam had walked out from the wings on his side of the stage, expecting me to come on the other side, but I didn't appear. So he was just walking until he left the stage again on the other side.
So Fat Sam just basically crossed the stage.
Fat Sam walking along.
I then got tossed onto the stage a minute later and we started the scene. My mind was blank though, so I just mumbled something like, "Hello Sam, how are you?" Sam then had to ad-lib something which would remind me of my lines. Finally, they came back to me and the scene started to flow, and the adrenaline started to subside. However, the final kick in the teeth was yet to come. I had to give Sam some money during the scene, and this night for the first time I decided it would be very cool if I kept the money in my hat. Then I could take it off, reach inside and pull out the cash. Very slick. I took my hat off, ready for the big flourish. But when I looked inside, the money wasn't there. It slowly dawned on me that the money was in a neat little stack on top of my head. I reached up sheepishly and took the money from my head and gave it to him, ending the scene and my dreams of looking cool.
Cringe fest. That's really good. That's really good. How did that stay on his head?
I know, like fucking Paddington
Probably
Bear.
the sweat from him. I also love that he had thought about this moment
So much to do
I'm
that.
gonna make it a flourish, and then he forgot entirely that the moment was happening at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
And Camille, when it happened to you, you completely missed your entrance to the play. They never even got you. I had
They
to
just
do
cut
the
the
scene.
scene.
without you.
I was just texting backstage. Fanny never turned up.
Stand up.
Yeah. Fanny
Were
never
they mad
came.
with you?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I ever really fully recovered after that in the eyes of the company.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now, Rose, do we need? I've got one more message.
No, it's all right. I couldn't. I've just texted Dan asking if he can make me some pasta.
Okay, cool. I've got another message from Amy Elston. She says,
Yes, Amy.
So many thoughts to share after the last few eps. And yes, there are so many, Amy. This message is very, very long. But I am going to read it out in its entirety. Okay, so cold-induced burps.
Don't be mean. We like long messages. That was so mean to Amy.
I'm not saying I don't appreciate it.
That was message shaming.
I wasn't message shaming.
Who's the persecutor now, BT?
Fucking hell.
Amy, I love a long message.
sorry.
Please keep it
I'm going
coming.
to read it out.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day.
Do you want
to
know
That's
what
a
she
lovely
has to
message.
say
I
or
can't
not?
wait to hear it. Yes.
Yes.
Cold-induced burps are real. I did one this morning.
Oh.
The cold fucks with your sinuses and messes up your swallowing, so air gets in. I'm not a biologist.
Yes, Amy, this is what I worked out. I
Wow.
figured out that because, you know, when you've got a cold and you have like post-nasal drip and you're sort of like swallowing all the time, I suddenly caught myself being like, I caught myself swallowing.
That's why you're
and then it was,
burping.
and I noticed that it was air and I had to consciously stop myself from swallowing, and then it helped.
Yes.
But yes.
Now, Rose, you're going to like this next one. I'm very impressed by Rose's degree results, especially given Manchester
you.
gave us zero counsel on anything. In first year, they were all on strike and literally lost our papers. Rose, you are very clever
Oh
and
my
good at
God.
things.
Thank you, Amy. Oh my God, but is she just doing the compliment thing?
Maybe.
Has she popped on?
But also, this is why BT was annoyed about the message, because maybe there's not a nice compliment about her. And the competitiveness has reached to the messages.
Yes, that's what it was.
Oh,
Love
little
that.
compliment for Emma here. Emma nailed the fart replay.
Oh, well done,
Well done,
Emma.
Emma. I didn't pick up on Rose's restaurant pronunciation,
Ah, that's
but
ironic.
bonquettes really jumps out every time. Who says bonquettes wrong again?
Is it me?
Bonquet.
Bonquet.
Banquet. What?
Bonquettes.
Bonquet.
Bonquettes.
I said bonquet.
I say bonquette too.
Because I said there's
What
a
is a
bonquet. You've got to. What did I?
What's a bonquet
Amy,
again?
you're going to have to.
Okay.
A
clarify
benchy
what you mean
thing.
by
It's
this.
bad, Amy.
A benchy
if
seat.
you can.
Yeah, but how can you mispronounce bonquet?
BANQUETTE. That.
Oh, a banquet. It's a bonquet, isn't it?
Bonquette, yeah. It's definitely a bonquette.
Amy, maybe the joke's on you.
Listen, Amy.
Yeah.
Right. Redoing makeup on train. When I was 22, I got a new job with a long commute and was doing my mascara one day on the tube. It was clumpy, so I took out an earring with the idea to use the end to carefully separate a clump. Predictably, with hindsight, the train jolted and I poked myself in the eye.
Risky.
Oh!
Risk.
Very painful. I went into shock, got the cold
No.
sweats. My eyes swam with black clouds. I literally couldn't see. Thought I'd gone blind. I felt so ill and was leaning on the glass panel. Took a good while before my vision returned. Absolutely no one asked if I was okay.
No.
Classic London. Haven't pulled that trick again.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, BT's
Yeah,
suggestions for
people-
hooks,
yeah.
hooks for coats in the hallway. Yes, never enough. And shoe storage too. Yes, you
Okay.
weren't there for this, Rose. That was on our podcast about that.
I've listened
that-
to it,
that was-
obviously. Don't you remember when you realised you were both slagging me off the whole
yeah.
fucking podcast, saying that I'm suffocating you?
Okay, moustache solidarity. Thank you for being so open about these things. I also had a blonde friend message me just the other day, horrified she'd found a black hair on her upper lip. I just said, welcome to my world. Have been bleaching it for 25 years.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty sure the bleach has made my skin extra sensitive to the sun, so I get loads of freckling there in the summer,
Oh,
which gives me a
yes,
permanent
probably.
shadow tash, even when the hair's
Freckly
bleached.
moustache, yeah.
Do you know what? I don't even bleach mine. I just have a moustache.
Yeah, and that's your prerogative. That's your right.
That's your
rant on Thames
prerogative.
Water was
What's that,
incredible.
sir?
Rose, yeah, prerogative. Rose, you should.
Sorry, there was another compliment
Sorry,
for me in there.
Rose.
Sorry.
Rose's
Say that again?
rant at Thames Water was incredible. Rose, you should lead
Thank
people
you.
into battle. I would march with you anywhere. Thank you. Okay, we get it, Amy. You like Rose?
Yeah, fucking hell. Where the hell is my compliment? I've not heard anything
had
about,
one yet.
Camille said this and that was
Oh,
great.
No,
or Camille,
here's another bit for
that was
Rose.
good.
Here's another bit for Rose. Would love to know what Rose said
Oh,
in her
no,
email to the
actually,
hotel.
this message is too long.
I bet it was as biting as their
Oh,
cold
yeah, the
water.
email.
That's pretty good, Amy. That's pretty
Sorry,
good.
Camille, you're talking over my
Yeah.
compliment.
I'll
BT,
say it
can you
again.
say that again, please?
Would love to know what Rose said in her email to the hotel. I bet it was as biting as their cold water.
Oh, love it. Okay, can I just interject here and say I'm going to do my Legend of the Week quickly in the middle of this. And also, I commit to reading out the email in its entirety for Patreons soon.
Lovely.
Okay, I'm going to read out the email in its entirety because it's a masterclass. It is a masterclass in consumer complaints.
In complaints.
Legend of the Week. I learnt it from my mum. She did it all through. I mean, it's also a curse because now I can't let anything rest. If anything that I feel like I've been like hard done by or swindled, I cannot let it rest. I have to get a refund. Anyway, Legend of the Week is me twice. Two legends. Me, cause not only have I got us a 50% refund on said hotel due to my complaining,
Yeah.
I have also
Oh.
taken delivery of a brand new, improved model Emma mattress. Free.
What?
Okay.
What?
So,
So you complained about it and they've sent you a brand new one?
yes.
Oh my
Rose,
God.
send me the email. Send me the email. I want a new one.
Me too.
Okie dokie. You got to take. It's quite a long, protracted process. You got to take photos and stuff. But I'll tell you exactly what you do. Riddle me. Answer me this one question though. Do you have a spirit level?
Yeah.
You need a spirit level. Okay.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking.
I don't.
Okay,
I'll buy one.
Emma
I'll
mattress
buy one.
is about 8 years old.
That's fine. If it's less than 10 years old, it's in warranty.
Wow. Okay. Shit.
Okay,
But you do need a
mine's
spirit
about
level.
5. Okay, I'll get
Yeah,
spirit
you need a
level.
spirit
Okay,
level.
spirit level. Got it.
So yeah, double legend of the
Okay,
week.
finally,
Carry on.
this podcast, honest to God, keeps me going through life as it gets more and more dark. Oh, as your life gets more. Sorry.
Not the podcast.
Sorry, Amy. You girls the same age as me, so going through similar things at the same time, yes. And it really helps me feel like we're all in it together. Because we are,
Oh,
Amy.
sorry, this is still Amy.
This is
I
still
thought this was a
Amy.
new message.
No, the BD...
Sorry.
I told you it was long.
It really is long. I'm loving
and you
it. I've loved
poo-pooed
it.
me saying it was long.
I've had so many compliments in this. I can't believe
know.
it.
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Listen, the BDG Patreon community is also really lovely and warms my cockles. Hope you're all doing well and look forward
It
to
is
the next step.
actually.
As always, Amy!
Amy.
Round of applause, Amy. I personally love that, and I welcome messages that long.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because you want to get a proper sense of it, don't you?
You do.
But I would
Loved
would like it if something I said was mentioned.
Yeah, you did not get one single mention, Camille.
Yeah, that
I
was a
didn't
long
get a
message for
single
zero.
fucking mention.
And it was so long
Thanks
as well.
very fucking
There
much.
was a lot of, times she could have just popped in a little.
Yes, just popped in a hiya, Camille. Oh, I love that bit, that one tiny thing Camille said. Yeah, whatever. I'll remember this. No, I'll remember it.
Amy's going to get kicked off Patreon.
I start trolling Patreon people.
Right.
Do
Legends
you want to
and
hear
Dicks
my
are
legend
done
and
by-
Dick?
Yeah.
My legend of the week, and no one even asked me about it, just like Rose's hospital appointment. I've been to Disneyland.
Oh,
no one
shit.
fucking asked how I had a good
forgot.
time.
Are you fucking joking? I literally sent you a text message saying, "How was Disney?"
Oh yeah, sorry.
Slut.
Sorry. Yeah, Legend is Disneyland. I won't go into it now because it's the end of the pod. Do you know what? I think I might do a Disneyland party. for
Yeah,
my
you
next
have to do a
pod.
Disney party.
And then I'll talk
Yeah.
to you at length about it then.
Did we do a Disney
But-
party?
We did Disney Princesses. We haven't done Disneyland,
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
I think.
It's fine.
But I have to just talk about... Oh, maybe I should just save it for the Disney party. Shall I save it for the Disney party as a teaser?
Please.
My legend is Disneyland, and my dick is a mysterious stranger at Disneyland.
Oh my god, I love this.
And I will tell you who it is. I'll tell you all about it on the next... when I'm hosting. When I'm next hosting.
Oh, I love this.
okay.
This is
A little
fantastic.
teaser.
This is fantastic.
Nice.
BT.
My legend is I've got these earphones that obviously were advertised to me on Instagram. They are little earplugs that you can put in,
Yeah.
but that still let you hear stuff, but they just take the noise level down. They're called Loop. And I wore them to a soft play the other day, and I'd say it reduced my anxiety by at least like 60%.
second.
My dick of the week is, controversially, nightcaps. Okay, a drink for the
As in the small tot of
as
drink.
in a little nightcap before you go to bed. As in, that's always the thing that gets me. I had such a bad hangover on Sunday, and I blame it on maybe the 2 vodkas I had before I went to bed. But one of them, I was literally like slurping it down before I like slipped into the cover. What's the point of that? What's the point?
Yeah, I'd also be interested to know what did you drink in advance of those 2 vodkas.
So much white wine.
Right, well that's
Oh,
gonna...
mate.
Yeah.
It's not just the 2
No.
vodkas, but yeah, there's literally
I
no
know, but
point
that extra,
in downing
that
vodka
extra.
the second you get before you get into bed, because you're not going to enjoy that. You're just, what are you doing?
But yeah, I know what you mean. But sometimes I like a nightcap. If you've not hit it too hard, sometimes a little snifter at the very end of the night, do a little Disaronno or something. sends you off to bed nicely.
Yeah. But anyway, that was my
But
dick.
you're the dick, I think, not the nightcap.
Yeah, you're the dick. And yes, so you you just to reiterate, the loop earplugs worked for you at Softplay.
Yeah. Oh, such a dream. Like,
I think
I think sometimes I was maybe neglecting my children because, like, Mabel came up and tapped me. I was like, "Mummy, I was calling you."
I can't hear.
I was like, "Oh, sorry." But yeah, it made a hell on earth slightly less hell. It was more like purgatory.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. Well, we've come to the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to my doctors and nurses party.
Thanks. We'll make an appointment for
It was
next
a rocky
week.
start. Let's make an appointment for next week. Very good, BT.
Yes.
She switched on. It was a rocky start, but I feel like it turned out well. Hope you enjoyed the games. Patreons, you've got a lovely little game in the bonus oh god, the boncon.
In the Boncon.
I started saying bonus content, and then I wanted to say boncon, but it sort of all went wrong. Anyway, I will be reading out my email in full next week's boncon.
Can't wait.
Even if we don't have time on main pod record, I will record it separately and send it to Emma, and she can just tag that onto the end. And people are welcome to use that as a template for complaining. It's long. It's longer than Amy Elston's message. Love you, Amy. Love all the listeners. Thanks for all your messages. We love them. And I do actually have a backlog of nice messages to read out. And you don't worry. I am going to be reading them out. We just keep starting recording late, and then tech fucks up, and then we don't have time. And Amy takes up all the time with her messages. Amy, I hope you're taking this in the spirit that it's meant. I hope you're feeling like you're one of us. This is just what we do to our friends, okay?
We're horrible to each other.
We're horrible to each other. We've got a toxic... Welcome to our toxic friendship. You are this week's victim, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see you at next week's appointment. Thank you to Emma Corsham, our fantastic producer. Thank you to Anne Trelesby for our beautiful podcast music, and Lucy? Who's Lucy? Lucy Moore for our lovely podcast artwork. Thank you, Beatty. Thank you, Camille.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, Rose.
You're welcome. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.